Did you know that in Iceland, summer can have 24 hours of daylight, while winter has no daylight at all? Hard to believe, right? This is a magical country where volcanoes, glaciers, and extraordinary things exist side by side. A surreal place where you might just run into the president, relaxing in a public hot spring. And don't forget, Icelanders are super bold when it comes to love. They even have an app to check family ties, just to avoid dating relatives, and that's just the beginning. Want to discover more amazing facts? Let's explore some wonderful truths about Iceland on today's short journey around the country. Watch until the end to find out why Iceland is such a great place to live. Number 1. Iceland, the land of ice, where the sun shines 24 hours a day. Iceland is also called the land of fire and ice. It lies in the North Atlantic near the Arctic Circle, standing apart from the rest of Europe like a lonely, quirky loner who loves to play solo, covering an area about 40,000 square miles, just a bit bigger than the state of Hawaii in the United States. This place is big enough to hold stunning natural wonders like erupting volcanoes, huge glaciers, and even black sand beaches. Iceland's climate is truly unique. Summer feels like nature's free air conditioning, while winter stays chilly thanks to the warm Gulf Stream nearby. Winter in Iceland isn't as harsh as in many places at the same latitude. With a population of only about 400,000 people, fewer than a big city in the US, Iceland is one of the countries with the lowest population density in the world. Ethnically, Iceland is almost homogeneous, with most people being Nordic Icelanders, the handsome descendants of Vikings. The main language is Icelandic, one of the oldest and least changed languages in the world, but also one of the hardest to learn. Luckily, most Icelanders speak fluent English, making it easy for visitors to get around. Number 2. Iceland has the most beautiful beach in the world. Without sunshine, only in Iceland. Reynisfjara is the legendary black sand beach in southern Iceland, often called the most beautiful beach on earth. No sunshine here. Forget blue skies and golden suns. This place charms visitors with surreal, otherworldly scenery, like it came straight from another planet. Located about 110 miles south of Reykjavík, a 2.5-hour drive, over lava fields and snowy mountains, the beach features giant basalt columns rising like fortress walls and powerful waves that can reach 40 feet, about 12 meters, giving the landscape a B-movie Hollywood feel. And here's what's fascinating about Iceland. Personal space and freedom of choice are deeply respected. There are beaches where locals freely immerse themselves in nature and enjoy outdoor activities their own way, as long as they don't disturb others. This is totally legal in Iceland, just like in Denmark, Sweden. Number 3. The land of northern goddesses. Walking the streets of Reykjavík, you might meet Icelandic women who look like they just stepped out of a fairy tale. Porcelain, skin, cool blue eyes, and an aura that makes you wonder if you just saw a real Norse goddess. But it's not just their beauty that makes Icelandic women stand out, it's also their unmistakable independence. They know their worth and live life their own way. Here, women own businesses, write books, climb mountains, drive taxis, raise children on their own, and stay calm as if it's no big deal. Icelandic women have progressive views on love and marriage, especially on dating apps like Tinder, which are quite popular on the island. But with a population smaller than New Orleans, just 400,000 people, the chance of accidentally dating a relative is pretty high. To avoid this, Icelanders use a unique app called the Icelandic app, which helps them check if someone is a relative. Pretty wild. So, do Icelandic women like marrying foreigners? The answer is that nationality doesn't matter to them. What matters is that you respect them and are serious about love and commitment. You respect them and are serious about love and commitment. Icelandic women are known to be very loyal. Want to know how to connect or make friends with Icelandic women on social media or dating apps? If so, leave a comment. Number 8, and we will share some cool tips just for you. Number 4, Iceland's hot spring culture. Hot springs are not just a place to relax, but also an essential part of the country's social culture. From early morning to late at night, you'll see Icelanders soaking in. Public hot springs, not only to relax, but to meet and connect with others. These hot springs are often divided into small pools or large communal areas with ideal temperatures from 37 to 40 degrees Celsius, perfect for relaxing and chatting. In Iceland, there are no social barriers in public places. In the hot springs, you can start a conversation with anyone, even the President of Iceland, without feeling any social rank difference. Locals believe hot springs are not only for cleaning the body, but also for cleansing the soul, opening friendly conversations in warm water that helps maintain strong social bonds in this small but close-knit society. Thanks to this unique culture, Iceland's hot springs are not just places to relax, but an essential part of daily life. If you visit Iceland, don't miss the chance to soak in hot springs and chat with locals. You will surely leave with some interesting stories to share. Number 5. The culture of escaping into wooden cabins in the wild, among vast snowy fields, and majestic volcanoes of Iceland holds a charm that not many know about. Many choose to build wooden cabins in remote areas, away from modern life. Interestingly, both locals and visitors embrace this peaceful lifestyle. It's not just a living choice, but part of a slow-living culture that Icelanders deeply value. This tradition is not only preserved, but also celebrated through building wooden cabins in secluded places. The sight of small houses resting quietly in nature symbolizes harmony with the land and a simple, practical way of life. Many cabins are so remote that they can only be reached by hiking or using off-road vehicles. Remarkably, living in these cabins is not just a temporary experiment. Many Icelanders actually live and work in these huts year-round, sometimes without electricity or internet, relying on natural resources like spring water and wind power. It's truly a way to escape the world, but also a path for locals to reconnect with their ancient cultural roots, just like Viking warriors who once lived in harmony with the wild nature. With over 300 self-built cabins scattered across the country, this lifestyle is not only a personal choice, but a living cultural heritage, where each individual finds peace in their private space. Number 6. Iceland and the world's largest gene bank preserving Viking bloodlines. When you think of biotechnology, you might think of the United States, Japan, or Germany. But did you know Iceland has the world's largest gene bank compared to its population of 400,000? Right here, hundreds of thousands of DNA samples have been collected and analyzed by a gene decoding company with strong support from the government. Amazingly, nearly 2/3 of Iceland's people have joined this genetic research project, aiming to identify and prevent hereditary diseases passed down from the Viking era. Participation is completely voluntary, and many locals take pride that their DNA contributes to the progress of human medicine, not just tracing ancestry and family lines. Human medicine, not just to trace ancestors and family lines. The Icelandic government encourages DNA storage to help prevent inherited diseases like cancer, heart disease, and Alzheimer's. Genetics is seen as a way to protect future generations, while also contributing to global medical research. In Iceland, with just a few clicks, you can find out which Viking bloodline you belong to, and experience something no other country in the world can offer: the 9th authentic Viking village, where locals live like their ancestors. There is a Viking village in North Iceland, where people live and work just like their ancestors did thousands of years ago. This village is recreated with amazing accuracy, from small wooden houses with thatched roofs to traditional food processing, crafts, and even ancient games. The fascinating part is this village is not just for sightseeing. Visitors can truly experience the life of a real Viking warrior. You can try daily Viking tasks like chopping wood, weaving cloth, making tools, or even baking bread on hot stones just like they did long ago. One unforgettable thing to do is to try on full Viking costume, where you'll feel the strength and fierce independence that are the hallmarks of Viking warriors. When dressed up and joining recreated Viking battles at festivals, you get a truly unique experience. During Christmas time, the village hosts exciting Viking festivals with activities like Viking boat races and shows featuring ancient Viking-style combat sports. You'll be immersed in the energetic atmosphere of brave warriors, making you feel like you've stepped back into the wild, harsh Viking age. Life in Reykjavík during the day. Reykjavík comes alive under rare sun rays. The city streets bustle with local shops, cozy cafes, and friendly people. You'll see residents strolling leisurely along cobblestone streets, sipping coffee, enjoying colourful small cafes while moms push strollers, students bike to school, and groups of friends chat happily. The cityscape blends vibrant houses with modern buildings, creating a charming mix of old and new that visitors can't help but love. Number 7. Icelanders love outdoor activities no matter how harsh the weather is. Popular day trips include visits to natural hot springs like the Blue Lagoon or whale-watching tours in Faxaflói Bay. Both are must-have experiences for visitors, as the sunset in Reykjavík turns into a lively music scene, filling city pubs, rooftop bars buzzing with energy, gathering spots with views of the city. Ocean becomes spectacular nightlife hotspots like Club B5 and bars popular with young people, perfect places for those wanting to experience Iceland's evening vibe with EDM, jazz and rock playing all night long. And here's something special. Karaoke is almost a national pastime. Everyone in Iceland sings anywhere, anytime, from bars to private homes. Karaoke is such a core part of the culture that people will sing all night, even while soaking in hot springs. Number 8. Iceland is one of the most spectacular travel destinations in the world. It's a paradise of strange and grand landscapes you won't find anywhere else on Earth. One of the most iconic spots is the Blue Lagoon Spa, the most famous geothermal spa in the world. The milky turquoise water, rich in silica, is known for making skin soft and smooth. But this experience is not just skincare. The lagoon sits between volcanic rocks and black sand, creating a unique outdoor spa experience right in the black heart of the earth. Another great spot is Vatnajökull. Jökulsárlón National Park is the largest national park in Iceland and home to Vatnajökull Glacier, one of some of the largest glaciers in Europe. This is a dream destination for those who want to explore ice caves or climb icy peaks. The amazing thing is, Vatnajökull is not only one of the largest glaciers, but also holds some of the most beautiful ice caves in the world. These natural wonders have stunning blue ice formations that give a raw and unforgettable glimpse of the icy beauty of our Earth. Finally, for those who love exploring impressive volcanic landscapes, the Manalong area in the Icelandic Highlands is a must-see. This powerful geological region is famous for colourful mountains, natural hot springs, and breathtaking views. It's a top destination for hiking lovers with trails that take you across lava fields, winding paths around Emerald Lake and Red Cliff, creating a truly unforgettable adventure. Number 9. Iceland and the Elf Protection Agency are 100% real. Yes, Iceland really has elves. The Protection Agency sounds like something from a fairy tale, but in Iceland, elves and magical creatures are so respected that construction projects worth millions have been stopped because of suspected disturbance to the invisible homes of these beings. A survey in Iceland showed that up to 54% of the population believe that elves, forest spirits, and other supernatural creatures truly exist. Believe it or not, when a highway project in West Reykjavík was about to start, locals strongly protested because it would go through the homes of the Huldafolk, the hidden people or elves. As a result, authorities stopped the project, redesigned the route, and reassessed the entire plan. Even more fascinating, there is an unofficial organization in Iceland called the Elf Protection Agency, led by Ragnhildur Jónsdóttir, famously known as the interpreter of elf language in a country ranked as one of the world's leaders in genetics and internet technology. The ongoing belief and respect for mystical forces is one of Iceland's most charming contrasts. Number 10. The only country without ants or mosquitoes. If you've ever been annoyed by the buzzing of a mosquito near your ear or bothered by ants crawling around the kitchen, then Iceland might just be your dream destination, a true biological paradise. Iceland is one of the few countries in the world without mosquitoes, without ants, and known for its clean and peaceful environment. Scientists explain that the harsh climate, volcanic soil, and constantly changing weather prevent insects like mosquitoes from completing their life cycles. Sudden temperature changes between freezing and thawing also stop mosquito larvae from surviving. While many countries spend billions each year fighting mosquito-borne diseases, in Iceland you can enjoy nature without worrying about insects. Number 11. Alcohol is not sold in supermarkets but only in government stores. One of the most unique things about Iceland is its strict rules on alcohol. If you come here thinking you can buy a bottle of wine or spirits at a regular grocery store, forget it. In Iceland, alcohol is only sold in special stores run by the government called Vinbúðin. These stores are government operated and found in most major towns. But one important thing to note is you can't just walk in and buy alcohol anytime, especially on weekends. This makes Iceland quite different from countries like the United States or the United Kingdom, where alcohol is widely sold in most stores. But there is a clear reason behind this system to control alcohol consumption and prevent abuse. Number 12. The most unique and strange festival in Iceland. Iceland has many weird and surprising festivals. You will see people wearing special costumes, enjoying traditional games, making the whole event feel like a magical, fun gathering with thousands of participants. It really feels like stepping into another world where magic and happiness are part of everyday life. If you love music, then the Iceland Airwaves Festival is something you don't want to miss, held right in the cold winter. This music festival not only offers amazing performances, but also turns Reykjavík into a magical outdoor stage. What makes it more special is the choice of venues. Concerts take place everywhere, from small cafes to old industrial warehouses, blending music and space into an important part of Iceland's modern art scene. Another celebration you can't miss is Beer Day on March 1st every year, marking the day beer was legalized again in Iceland after decades of being banned. Icelanders celebrate with plenty of fresh beer and intimate gatherings at bars across the country. It's not just about enjoying beer, but also a reminder of freedom and national pride. Want to know why beer was once banned in Iceland? Leave a comment with the number 6 and I'll tell you the whole story. Number 13. The cost of living in Iceland. If you are thinking about moving to Iceland or planning a long vacation, you will be surprised by one of the country's biggest advantages. Affordable living costs and a great living environment. More than 99% of Iceland's electricity comes from hydropower and hot springs energy, not only helping reduce utility costs, but also protecting the environment with clean renewable energy, with fresh air, no pollution, and no factory smoke. Iceland really is a green paradise to live in. In terms of cost, renting a one-bedroom apartment in downtown Reykjavík can range around $1,200 a month. It sounds high, but is actually reasonable when you consider quality of life, utilities, electricity, water, internet, about $200 a month, thanks to the country's use of renewable energy. Other costs like food can be a bit expensive, but if you cook at home, groceries usually cost around $300 to $400 a month. Public transportation is about $100 a month, and gym memberships range from $50 to $70 a month. If you like to stay active, a monthly budget from $2,000 to $2,500 is usually enough. Iceland may not be the cheapest country, but with clean environment, high quality of life and friendly locals, it's definitely a place worth considering if you're looking for a peaceful life close to nature, planning to visit or retire in Iceland. But make sure you prepare your documents and visa applications if you are a US citizen planning to visit or retire in Iceland. Here's good news. Iceland is part of the Schengen area, so you can visit for up to 90 days without a visa. However, if you want to stay longer or move there, you will need to apply for SINFUL, a long-term visa or residence permit. This process can take from 1 to 3 months depending on your purpose and visa type. Citizens of EU or Schengen countries do not need a visa, and if you plan to retire or live long-term there, you just need to register with the Icelandic Immigration Office after arrival. Number 14. Iceland has no army and an extremely low crime rate, making it one of the safest countries in the world. Iceland is often compared to a peaceful retirement village, with prisons that look more like calm retreat centers than correctional facilities. To retire or settle in Iceland, you will need to show proof of stable finances and health insurance for the length of your stay, but the process is quite simple if you follow the steps correctly. Number 15. Iceland's number one unique dish is Iceland is a paradise for food lovers. Loves trying new and different things. One of the most iconic dishes is skyr, a special yogurt with a smooth texture and a slightly sour taste, often served with fruit or honey. Skyr has been made in Iceland for over 1,000 years and is still a popular healthy snack or breakfast today. Another must-try dish is lamb soup, made from fresh vegetables, herbs, and Icelandic lamb. This is a staple in many families. Icelanders also love fresh fish like salmon and cod, usually cooked simply to keep the natural taste of the ocean. Did you know there is a traditional Icelandic dish that was once a national pride but is now banned? How do people eat this dish? Comment with number 2 and I'll tell you the fascinating story behind this dish. We have discovered amazing facts about Iceland. Thank you for watching our travel sharing until the very end. We hope this film gave you a fresh perspective on this unique country. See you in the next video.